This is the Timeout Nelson Sam. Today we'll be going over topics like who are the top 5 players under the age of 25 years old in the NBA, and who is the New York Jets' best player. Now, who's at number 5 for you on your top 5 players? Under 25 years old.
I have a 21-year-old from Atlanta, Trae Young. He's a really exciting offensive basketball player. He ranks 4th in the league in wide scoring this season, with averaging almost 30 points, almost 10 rebounds. He is the only player 21 or younger to average at least 29 points and 9 assists per contest. He's just an outstanding player, and I think as he works up by 25, by 23, I'm gonna say he's gonna be number 2 or number 1.
Yeah, definitely. That's a guy that did not actually make my list. I have Karl Anthony Towns, who the reason I don't have him higher is because he lacks in defense, and he's a great offensive center, but he's not a rim protecting center, and he's not going to be that guy that you're going to want someone like LeBron James running at the rim for a game-winning layup, guarding LeBron James in the paint. He's not that guy that someone like Kobe, you want Karl Anthony Towns in the paint switching on. He cannot switch on to players. That's one of my problems with him. But offensively, he's great. He averages 26.5 points, 10.8 rebounds, and his 4.4 assists, which is great assists for a big man. Definitely, what's really lackluster right here that I've noticed about him is that he averages 3.1 turnovers a game and 1.2 blocks. That 3.1 turnovers is a lot for even like someone. A point guard, that's like a point guard number, but it's still a lot for a center. It's a lot considering he's only getting 4.4 assists. But defensive rebounds, he is good in that. Offensive rebounds, he's good. He's one of the top centers in the league, getting 2.7. From the line, he's an 80% shooter. Field goal percentage, he is 50%, and 3-point percentage, he is 4.1%. This is just something that puts him over the top for me, considering he shoots 8 threes a night. That is incredible for a point guard, but make it a center, and that's just crazier. He's a 6'11" dude that's shooting 8 threes a night and hitting 4.1% of them. But anyway, now who you got number 4?
Number 4, I have Ben Simmons. He can't shoot 3. He doesn't shoot 3s, but I have heard he has been working on that. His career average is 16.9 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists, and 2.1 steals. That's number 1 in the league. And Simmons, in this season, Simmons put up 21.6 points, 9.3 boards, and 7 assists average, leading Philadelphia to a 76ers. Or never mind. And he did miss time with an injury.
Yeah.
But
go ahead. You do have to keep that injury in mind when you're looking at his stats. But I as well have Fresh Prince as my number 4, Ben Simmons. He's like Nelson said, he's all the stats. But keep in mind he played 54 games in that. What we'd like to see from him is a 3-point shot, like Nelson said. But as I've heard that too, that he has been working on it. Heard that rumor. Shoots 33% from 3, which is not awful, but he only takes 0.1 a game. So, his field goal percentage is great, being 59%. His free throw percentage is, you'd like to see that higher in a guard, being 63%, but you really would like to see that free throw percentage being higher.
That's one of the reasons I had him high on my list.
Yeah, 2.1 steals is huge though, because he is a point guard and he's a great defensive point guard, tall defensive point guard. But anyways, now who do you have at number?
Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell. For his career, he averages 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's a one-time All-Star and 2017-18 All-Rookie. Last year he averaged 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's a great point guard. There's nothing else to say about him.
Yeah, he is that stretch point guard, which I do like about him. But at number 3, I do have Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. He was in the conference finals, arguably being the second best player on the team in that run. You could argue that he was better than Kyrie Irving during that time, but 6'8" guy. And this year he played 59 games. He averaged 23.6 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. You would kind of like to see those assists higher if he's playing more that point forward role. But his from the field he shot 45%, which is good. You would like to see that a tiny bit higher though. 3-point percentage he shot 40%. That's great. And from the line he shot 80%, which is not horrible. But anyway, also keep in mind this man is an all-star. He has been an all-star. I forgot to say last time on Ben Simmons. He's a 2-time all-star and he's played 2 years, but
1-time all-star.
No, I was talking about Ben Simmons. Okay, but now who do you got at number 2?
For number 2, I have the rookie from Duke, Zion Williamson. This dude was crazy. He missed the first part of the season, but he went off once he did get in. Averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists while shooting 58% from the floor, and 46% from behind the arc. He is shooting fewer than 1 3 a game, but there's no doubting that this guy has big potential in the league. He's definitely a number 2.
I 100% agree with you. That's why I do have him at number 2. Like Nelson said, he's 19 years old and he's putting up 23.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. You might want to see his assists a little bit higher, and maybe his rebounds, considering if the Pelicans
putting up like offensive Karl Anthony Towns numbers. Karl Anthony Towns averages 22.7 points, 11 rebounds, and 36.9 outside.
You guys would like to. We would like to see his rebounding numbers higher if they do want. If oh my goodness, I cannot think. The Pelicans would like to play him as a stretch 4, but there's not much negative to him. The lowest he scored in his 19 games was 14 points, like I said the other video. The lowest he's been in plus minus is -11, which is not horrible. Like, That's not terrible, guys. He's proven that he can be a top player in this league. Maybe even in next year, in 2 years, but anyway, next on to number 1. Nelson, who do you have at number 1?
I have Luka Doncic. You don't even have to say anything.
Yeah, there's no argument for this one, guys.
Obviously,
if Zion played the whole
Luka Doncic
go ahead.
If Doncic is probably like second best player in the league right now. No,
what?
The best player.
Overrate him.
Yeah.
Overrate him. Okay, but like Nelson said, I do have Luka Doncic as well. I think this is a no-brainer, but I think maybe if Zion would have played the whole season, he might have been closer. But Luka's averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. He's basically averaging a triple-double. He's turning into that he has that Donovan Mitchell role where he can play this shooting guard, but like he's a primary ball handler. He's proven that he can be the number 1 scoring option on a championship team. He shoots 46% from the field, 32% from 3, and 75% from the line. But I think this is a no-brainer going with Luka Doncic. But anyways, on to the next topic in the timeout. Who is the best player on the New York Jets? Yes, we are kind of running out of topics to talk about for football in this, but anyways, now who do you have as the best player on the New York Jets?
I have the QB, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Sam over Jamal Adams.
Well, I would have picked him if you didn't say you already took him.
Yeah, if you guys did not know, we choose our own lists, and we don't choose each other's players, but why not Leonard? What about Leonard Williams? Huh?
He's a big part of the defense, but for the offense, I'm saying offense is more important in today's league.
What? Defense wins championships in football.
You didn't say that the other day. You said offense wins championships.
I said that in basketball, right?
He didn't like if he said that. He didn't like if he said that.
Okay, well, Jamal Adams, being a safety, got 6.5 sacks, an interception, 61 yards, 14 assists, but
Sam Darnold doesn't really have a good touchdown to interception ratio, but he has some good yards. But in his defense, he doesn't have that much receivers. So
yep,
on to the next.
On to the next topic. This ain't history.
Alex Smith was brought into this world.
Yep, Alex Smith's birthday today. Happy birthday to him. But anyways, not much for this ain't history. Now, on to the next. On to our number 8, I believe. Right, number 8. 7. It's number 7 for the draft list. Now, what year is it?
The year is 2004. This year does not have any Pro Bowlers yet, or does not have any Hall of Famers yet. But hear me out. This has 30 Pro Bowlers and is probably the greatest quarterback class in my opinion, or of the 21st century, having Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, and Ben Roethlisberger, who are obviously not eligible yet, including Larry Fitzgerald, Vince Wilfork, Jared Allen, and Sean
The first
Taylor.
2 were the only good quarterbacks. I only heard two good quarterbacks.
You're the guy who says Phillip Rivers is overrated.
He is overrated. He's good, unlike Ben Roethlisberger.
He is good. Okay, well, anyways, obviously, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, and maybe Philip Rivers are gonna get into the Hall of Fame. Definitely Fitzgerald, and you can see why this is ranked higher than the 2001 Hall of Famers or 2001 draft class. That's all.
61% of you guys are not subscribed. You should definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to leave a like. Like Nelson